World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day to all of our listeners here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is World News in 5 and I am your host, Steph, Vicente. United States President Donald Trump has rejected suggestions that the warming of relations between China, Russia, and their allies poses a challenge to the U.S. on the global stage. According to a BBC report, the U.S. President told reporters in the Oval Office that he had a good relationship with Chinese President Xi Jinping. The comments come as Chinese President Xi prepares to host world leaders at a Victory Day parade in Beijing on Wednesday. Xi will be joined by North Korean Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un and Russian President Vladimir Putin, viewed by some observers as a message to the Western nations that have shunned them. In other news overseas, officials told CNN that tensions between the Israeli military and political leadership have sharply escalated over the past week, with the military chief directly confronting Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in a recent meeting over plans to expand the Gaza war. It is noted that thousands of Israeli reservists have begun reporting for duty to prepare for the massive operation. This comes despite Israel Defense Forces or IDF Chief of Staff Eyal Zamir repeatedly voicing reservations about the decision to take over Gaza City after almost 2 years of fighting. Two Israeli officials who were briefed on the exchange said Zamir challenged the decision to carry out the offensive, focusing on the potential risk to the 48 Israeli hostages remaining in Gaza and to soldiers on the battleground. It is noted that Zamir also raised objections to the displacement of up to 1 million Palestinians in the process and its potential humanitarian and strategic ramifications. And finally, at least 105 Palestinians were killed across Gaza on Tuesday as Israeli strikes leveled densely populated areas, particularly Al-Sabra. Al Jazeera reported that at least 32 of those were killed while seeking aid. The attacks are intensified as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Israel is facing a decisive stage of the war. It is noted that at least 13 Palestinians died of starvation in the past 24 hours, bringing the total hunger-related death toll since the war began to 361. 83 of those deaths have been recorded since a global hunger monitor confirmed famine conditions in Gaza on August 22. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.